Happy Mother's Day. No, just thank you. Because if you're a mother, you respond and you say thank you. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms, to the women who wanted to have children who cannot, and who lost a child. I made a Freudian slip last Mass. I call it Thanksgiving. Every day is Mother's Day for me. Every day is Mother's Day. It should be. It should be Mother's Day. And when kids cry, you shouldn't have grimacing looks on your face. You should say, "Wow, another kid's in church." That's what you should say. And if Catholics knew their faith a little better and knew the reason why you're here is not the homily, but the sacrifice of Calvary that's made present on our altar to deliver us from this life to the next, to cancel out our sins and redeem us. But we got caught up in the homily. It's okay. It's not going to be great today. And it'll probably be real long, okay? So when I was a kid, at 6 months of age, I got a vaccination that hit me in my sciatic nerve. So on the right side of my body, on my knee down, I don't move anything. I wear a brace. Many people don't even know I have a limp. When I was at Northern Illinois, I used to buy adult beverages at the bottle store. And the owner's name, they were Carpenter Brothers. So Chris, one day, we were having adult beverages, and he saw my brace. He goes, "You got a bad leg?" I go, "Chris, I've been buying beer in your your establishment for many years now. You didn't know I limped?" He goes, "Oh, I noticed." He says, "But I thought it was an alcoholic tilt." And I said, "This is true. I didn't know this." I go, "What does that mean?" He goes, "Well, alkies come in and they go to the sale price beer. And it's oftentimes their shoulders are guiding them. In that case, it was the chauffeur beer." So I had a bad leg. And my dad worked on the south side of Chicago by that time. He was off the police department. He worked on the south side. I was at Shriners Hospital, on and off. Couple lengthier stays, but just visits and a lot of preparation for multiple surgeries. And she was just always there. I had a shrink that had to tell me many years later. He goes, "It's not that your dad doesn't love you. He's got to go work." Well, as a kid, you don't always process things the right way. Where's Dad? Did I disappoint my dad? Is Dad not happy with me? I worked those issues out later with putting down the bottle and the beer can. But Mom was always there. She was there. She was there when I had my major surgery at 10 years old, where they drilled like nails into my tibia. They broke the tibia purposely to drill pins in on my leg. And then there was this device, they would turn it, and it lengthened my tibia 2.5 inches. It's called the Wagner apparatus. You ever see people with the pins in? Some got the halos, that's different. But a lot of younger people, they're growing their bones. In the old days, I don't even know this to be true, but I did know, and when this happened to me 40 years ago, they were thinking of shortening the other leg. And my mom and dad are like, "What are you, nuts? No, grow the one leg. Don't shorten the other leg." So it took me 6 months to grow that bone, that tibia bone. And it was December 18th, and my cast was off, and I could walk. I was 6 months out. And as a 10-year-old, imagine, especially as with 4 older brothers who wants to play sports. 6 months I didn't walk. Crutches and all that other business. So I snuck out of the house and went to play football with my brothers. You could hear the brittle bone. I'll never forget. I hope my brother Jeff watches this. He won't. I wish he would. Because I remember him. And adrenaline, if you ever get hurt really bad, adrenaline kicks in. So I didn't feel nothing. I really didn't. My older brother picked me up and he laid me in the alley. In Chicago we have alleys. It's a crazy concept. And he laid me next to fresh urine. I remember that. What else would be yellow? It wasn't a snow cone. And we used to have big rats too. And we used to name them. We had big rats. So I remember sitting in the snow. 2 things I remember at 10 and a half years of age. One, I'm like, I'm not going to walk. I didn't know. I'm like, I'm not going to walk again. I just started crying. I'm like, I'm not going to walk. And I made a deal with God. I said, God, I always wanted to be a priest. I'm like, God, if you make me walk, I'll be a priest. I did. I already wanted to be a priest, but that's what I did. Then my next thing came over me was, oh no, my mom's going to be upset. She was so mad at me. So I broke my leg, and she spent all that time helping me fix my leg. So I went to, long story, I'll go to the point. My mom was there for me. It's Mother's Day. I hope you love your moms. If you got a bad relationship with your mom, fix it. Figure it out. Now, someone came to me once, I've been here 8.5 years. Don't boo. I've been here 8.5 years. Oh, someone once came to me after one of these homilies and described a mother that was absolutely horrendous. And I says, on behalf of the church and this one priest, you have permission not to contact your mother. Her mother really was a threat to her security, to her mental health. I said, you're fine. What's the rest of your excuses? Be good to mom. Love women. You know, there's an expression, as the church goes, so goes the world. I say, as mothers go, so goes the world. We got to love our women. Men and women got to love our women. For all those women who couldn't get pregnant, God bless you. For all those women who've adopted. For all the foster moms. I mean, what we've learned, if anyone learned, Krista Lake learned, the value of a foster mom and the necessity of one. And to reaching out. For anyone who buried a kid. I lost a brother. I saw my mom. He was 32 years of age. I watched my mom. My dad was already dead. I watched my mom bury my brother. I watched her at the wake. I watched her at the funeral. I think of your son Jimmy over there. Almost the same age as my brother Jim. And there's no doubt, my father was not the influencer to become a priest. It was my mom. She never even brought it up. I just watched her love. I watched her serve. I watched her joy in sacrificing. My mom wasn't a whiner. She wasn't a complainer. And she put up with my dad. That was a big deal. It was a big deal. So husbands, you know that they talk, don't you? You know your wives are talking, right? Oh, okay, I shouldn't let you know that then. No, that was my family story. So what's your final point? I got a simple point. I think we just love women more. And as we love women more, we should also love the Blessed Virgin Mary more. Because without Mary, there's no Jesus. Without Mary, there's no salvation. Without Mary, there's no Holy Communion. If a crime scene shows up at the murder of Jesus Christ at the foot of the cross, where there was the Blessed Virgin Mary, and Mary of Cleopas, and Mary Magdala, because the other men turned yellow and ran, they took off, it was women. And to be very clear, we don't worship Mary. We honor her with a title of veneration and respect. If crime scene takes a sample of the blood, who does the blood line up to? Mary. What did Jesus look like? His mother. These are obvious things. So for the followaways and for the practicers and for the other Christians, get a closer devotion to Mary. Remember, this whole thing starts with a woman without sin who gets tricked by a snake at a tree. The middle of the story, there's another tree and another woman. And instead of being tricked by the snake, instead of the immaculate deception, we have the immaculate conception. And she triumphs over the snake. And when Mary appeared in Mexico, two more quick points. When Mary appeared in Mexico, someone needs to Google this and fact check this. Her name is not Our Lady of Guadalupe. That's what we say. Our Lady of Guadalupe, the shrine of Our Lady of Guadalupe in Des Plaines. That's the name the Spanish gave her. Juan Diego was not Spanish. He was a Mesquite indigenous, Mexican, before Mexico, native Indian. He was native indigenous person of that area. And when the Blessed Mother appeared to him, she gave him a name. The Spanish heard what they want to hear. Oh, we got a Guadalupe. It's Our Lady of Guadalupe. No, the name in that particular indigenous language is translated, the woman who crushes the serpent's head. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Be close to Mary. Mary will enhance your experience of Mother Church. She will enhance your experience of the Most Holy Eucharist. She will move you away from sounds and signs. And what is that? Sounds and signs and fury signifying nothing? She will get you more in touch with her Son. If you can't find Jesus, look for his mother. She will lead you and guide you to him. So to all the women who lost children, who have children, who want children. God bless you. To all the adoptive moms, God bless you. I'm just grateful that I had the mom I have. Oh, now, this last thing. So Mother's Day, my mom, she's got short-term memory loss. We gave her an electronic dog. She's got an electronic lab. She loves it. She does. Shut up. Okay, oh, that's a bad word. Be quiet. She says the other word, though. Just be quiet. It's an electric dog. And we love it. She loves it. I go, Mom, you got to walk it. I'm not walking that dog. Yes, you are, Mom. No, you can't make me. You got to have fun. God bless her, and bless all of you. So if your mom's doing well, let her know. And if your mom died, and you got something happened, or you got some issue, say a mass for her. Light a candle. Make peace with your earthly mother, and entirely give yourself over in your heart to your heavenly mother, and you will find the Son of God, the light of the world.